Michelle, and I just quit my job as a journalist. For 10 years, I reported on finance, business, and the economy. Now, I'm ready to try something new beyond the newsroom, and I don't know yet what it could be, but I do know what I want at my next job. A positive work environment, flexibility, the chance to apply my existing skills, the opportunity to learn new skills, and a clear sense of purpose. One of the industries that maybe ticks off some of these boxes is social services. Like most people, I think it's very meaningful work, and I do know that the sector is hiring. But I just don't know enough about it, and I wonder if it will be a good fit for me. So CNA set me up to meet 3 professionals working in this sector who, like me, made a mid-career switch. This is Kok Meng, who went from serving in the armed forces to serving people with disabilities in Singapore. Military to social services, that's a very huge switch.
That's right. When I told my wife I wanted to join the social service sector, she kind of fell off a chair.
Minds helps people with intellectual disabilities and their caregivers. But until recently, its services were mostly spread across different locations. As Director of Central Cluster and Strategic Development, Kok Meng is working with the Minds team to turn its 13 centres into one-stop hubs, where clients can access all they need in one place.
So all our hubs are now equipped to have some form of vocational training, learning support training as well. So it helps with our transport costs.
Take this hub for example. Here, the Minds clients can work and learn new skills, make friends, pursue their hobbies, and even exercise. Kaushal, what do you do?
I work as my food, and I do washing, serving, and wash big pots.
And usually after you exercise, what do you do?
I play sports,
You play sports.
like football and running.
Following Kok Meng and his team, I began to see the true scope of his work. It's not just improving facilities, he's opening doors for people like Kaushal. This resonates with my desire for a career where I can make a tangible impact on people's lives. But how could I, a journalist with no experience in the social service sector, actually contribute? Even for Kok Meng, this path wasn't easy. He joined Minds last year after leaving the military. And to truly understand the challenges of the sector, he went back to school, taking up a postgraduate diploma in social work. How do you navigate through the cultural switch from being in the military to social services?
It's definitely very different. Within the SCF, it has a lot of resources. For the social service sector, we lack resources, so we have to find creative ways to resolve challenges. It's really trying to be humble and learn from scratch, yet bring whatever I learned in SCF into the social service sector. When I look at things, I will try to find the best way to solve them in the most efficient and effective manner. And the social service sector has a lot of challenges which can use this systemic thinking. So within Minds, there's also a very strong culture of shared purpose because everyone here wants to do their best for the clients and caregivers. The social service sector is also known as the caring sector. So everyone takes care of each other.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into when I agreed to take part in this documentary. I just knew I felt stuck. But seeing the work Kok Meng and his team do up close reignited something in me. I connected with the creativity, the shared purpose, and the supportive culture he described. I can't wait to find out more about what it's like to work in social service.
Especially for our IKC, Yayasan Kidney Care. I think there's quite a bit of traction right now, so we need to look at the kind of content that we are putting up on our website. And I think another important thing that we should be adding to this...
As a journalist, I know a thing or two about communications, and she looks like a pro. Nishani has a master's in communication and over 15 years of corporate communications experience under her belt. She started her career in the private sector, and about 7 years ago, she joined the social service.
Hi, morning.
You would find professionals like her working in banks and MNCs. But she's here, driving communications for Muslimin Trust Fund Association.
I wanted to take something different, something that allows me to connect with the community and to be able to contribute my skill sets to the sector that I'm passionate about is a double win for me.
Can you share some professional highlights that you're proud of?
Actually, I'm very proud of my annual reports.
Ooh.
Annual reports are extremely important in the charity sector. When a donor wants to come forward, they want to know that the dollar that they have spent is accounted for and it will be used in a responsible manner. So accountability and building of trust, not just for your donors, but also, for people who want to volunteer for you.
I could totally get behind producing an annual report. Editorial work is right in my wheelhouse. But when I tagged along with Nishani and a team at the new kidney care center run by MTFA, I saw just how much she juggles.
So you should not be speaking down to them like that. You have to grab a chair and make sure you're on eye level to sit down.
She's working on sharing the stories of patients, promoting the center's services to the wider community.
This way.
Yet another responsibility on her plate. Your job is meaningful, but it seems like it demands a lot from you. How do you make it work?
It's about getting a good family support. You need to have the same kind of support from your employers. Employers play a very big part in making the journey worthwhile. So one example of a good support system would mean that they offer flexibility of work arrangements to allow making up for the after hours that's required.
How can someone with a background in journalism like me make a difference in this sector?
Your previous experience as a journalist can help amplify the needs of the community through the stories that they share.
Nishani's role seems to be a very complex one, but at the same time, this also presents a lot of opportunities for learning. I also see a lot of areas where I can apply my current skill sets like writing and storytelling. And what I really like is the part about flexibility. The next person I'm about to meet made a way more drastic career switch than Nishani. I really want to know how she pulled it off and take some notes for myself.
What did they do today actually?
I think they are celebrating Kimmy's birthday. Yes. So we got the September babies to come in.
September babies also?
Yeah, to celebrate together.
Hey, hi Michelle!
Hey, hi!
Shou Jin used to be a music teacher at a secondary school. Now, she manages volunteers at New Hope Community Services. Sounds like it's a big change from teaching. How did you manage to do that?
I was placed in a school where many students came from challenging backgrounds. They taught me about the importance of human connection and how we need to look past people's behaviors and circumstances to see them as unique individuals with their own strengths and their own passions. So that was when I decided that perhaps what I wanted to do was to learn more about the systemic challenges that affect people's lives and to do something in order to support in this area.
I'm in the midst of a career transition myself. How did you adjust from teaching to managing volunteers?
Actually, if we think about it, teaching is kind of similar to volunteer management in certain skills as well. Because as a teacher, you really have to learn how to communicate with your students, not just as a group, but one-on-one as well, so that we can understand each other better and support each other better. The second skill really is about understanding people.
As a volunteer manager, Shou Jin ensures clients get the support they need and volunteers have a meaningful experience. She starts by understanding what the community needs, then matches them with volunteer strengths and goals to create a sustainable program that works for everyone. Shou Jin made the leap from teaching 5 years ago. Without any relevant qualifications, she had to start from the bottom. But her soft skills helped, and she went from being a trainee under contract to volunteer manager within 2 years.
I have learned many different things, from event management to connecting and networking with people on a deeper level, to also even strategic planning for the organization.
Last year, she was picked for the National Council of Social Services 40 Under 40 program, which brings together young leaders to network, be mentored, and help shape the sector's future. You're pursuing a master's degree as well. How will that help you to carry out your work?
For the different social challenges that we see in society, we can no longer just look at them in a very linear lens. Needs are becoming increasingly complex, so that is where I had the opportunity to pursue a master's degree with the University of Cambridge in social innovation, where we are looking at how we can first understand the social problems all the way to the root causes. It's actually a part-time blended learning course, and honestly, my team has been very accommodating, and my boss is also very supportive in encouraging me to go on to take these studies.
As a consultant in Shou Jin, helping us to even think of how to engage our team and then connect.
Calling herself a broker of relationships, Shou Jin has brought in multiple corporate partners to support vulnerable communities. She has engaged around 7,200 volunteers and worked with close to 200 organizations, reaching over 25,000 beneficiaries. Talk about a job with purpose. And there's more to come. 2 months after we met, she joined HCSA Community Services as its Senior Manager for Impact and Service Innovation, focusing on measuring impact and improving programs for evolving community needs. I now understand that the work Shou Jin does creates a lasting impact. I'm also very impressed to know that she works with such a variety of partners and communities, thus creating a multiplier effect. Meeting Shou Jin, Kok Meng, and Nishani feels like a turning point in my career switch journey. I see now that social services aren't just about feel-good vibes. It's high-stakes professional work built on trust, strategy, and leadership. And the best part? There are a lot of paths for mid-career folks like me to keep learning and growing. It does seem like a career in social services checks a lot of boxes for me. I might start volunteering or look for a part-time job just to get a better feel of this sector.